I transformed a $800 gaming tablet into a crazy gaming tablet setup with so many built-in features.
Okay, so first we have the gaming tablet for this insanely powerful tablet setup. And this right here is the Red Magic Astra gaming tablet, which is literally the fastest gaming tablet that you could actually buy right now. It is a brand new gaming tablet from Red Magic. And this Red Magic tablet did cost me $800. So, I mean, this thing is literally as expensive as a gaming PC. But what we have here is literally a gaming tablet, which is literally super small, but the screen is still very big. You guys can see it has a pretty big 9.6-inch display, which is also a 2.6K resolution that is OLED. So this thing actually looks really good for its display. And then not to mention, this thing literally has a 165 hertz refresh rate. So playing games like Fortnite is literally just gonna become really smooth. Literally as smooth as you playing on like a gaming monitor. This gaming tablet is literally just like a gaming PC in a small factor form, which is just ridiculous because this thing is actually really powerful. Inside, we obviously have the charging cable as well as all the manuals. But yeah, since this thing is a gaming tablet and not like a regular tablet, there's obviously a lot of cool features since this thing is a gaming one. First off, being a built-in cooling fan for this tablet. If I actually turn this thing on and turn on the gaming mode, which is just this switch right over here, we can activate the gaming mode for this gaming tablet. And once we're actually inside gaming mode for this tablet, if I go ahead and show you guys the cooling fan, you guys can see the cooling fan is spinning and it's also having really nice RGB. Same thing with this Red Magic logo in the back. You guys can already tell this thing has huge gaming vibes for a tablet. You can go ahead and just switch off gaming mode just from this switch right over here. But for being a $800 gaming tablet, it's actually fully being powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite processor, which is a really good processor for running games on mobile, especially with a gaming tablet. Also, this tablet is really light. So for this gaming tablet setup, it's actually a really light setup. It's not going to be like a huge setup, but it's still going to become a very powerful gaming setup, especially for running games like Fortnite, which take up a lot of power. But yeah, here it is. We have the Red Magic Astra gaming tablet, literally the fastest gaming tablet that you could buy, and it is also really new. So now moving on, I have the accessories for the gaming tablet. So I basically have a ton of stuff for this gaming tablet that actually makes it really similar to a gaming PC experience. Since I'm going to be completely transforming the gaming tablet into like a gaming PC, since the tablet is already super powerful, we're going to go ahead and use these accessories to actually convert it so it's easier to play and doesn't feel like playing on mobile. So first off, you guys can already see I have like this flat 6-finger game handle, which kind of make your gaming tablet into like a gaming controller type of thing, or kind of just turning it into like an ROG Ally handheld. So this is going to be really helpful since playing on the screen is definitely really hard. And the next thing I have is like a huge cooling fan for the gaming tablet. Since even though this gaming tablet has a built-in cooling fan, you guys can see this thing is like really small and it won't completely cool down this tablet, which overheats really easily. So I have an external cooling fan built for just this gaming tablet, which is going to completely cool down the tablet so it doesn't overheat. But first, let's go ahead and start off with this controller 6-finger game handle type of thing. And these accessories are really helpful with like mobile devices, especially if you're going to be gaming on them for like long hours, since using your fingers are definitely really hard for pressing the screen and stuff. So these things right over here is definitely going to help a lot. You guys can see it has like these grip handle things, which is really helpful. And also, if you guys press like the back of these keys, it just presses on like these little thumb tab things, and it's literally just playing like controller with paddles, which is definitely really cool. If I go ahead and just try this on with the gaming tablet, pretty sure you can go ahead and just slide it right into the tablet just like that. Let me go ahead and slide in the next side, and actually you guys have to slide this down on the bottom so you guys can actually hold it a lot easier. Just like that, you guys can see my gaming tablet literally looks like a gaming handheld now. You guys can see as I press the paddles on the back of these controllers, it just presses the screen on any button you need. So building and shooting is just going to become really easy to do, as well as being able to use your other 2 fingers to move around, which is going to free up a lot of space. So yeah, these are definitely really helpful for like playing on mobile devices. devices. But also on the back of these controller things, you guys can put down these little tab spots. It basically just goes all the way down like recliners. Okay, this thing's actually really cheap. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I just like completely broke it like first try. What the heck? But once you guys have it on an angle you want, pretty sure it just leans your controller just like that. Oh, wow. That's actually really helpful. I'm not gonna lie. You guys literally do not need to carry the weight of the tablet anymore, which is definitely really helpful. You guys can play it literally hands-free just like that. Super, super helpful. Controller grips are really a necessity for this gaming tablet setup. But obviously, the next thing that's kind of a huge necessity is this external cooling fan for this gaming tablet. This cooling fan is actually really, really big, as you guys can see. And this thing's literally gonna provide so much cooling for the tablet. All you guys basically need to do is attach it to the back of the tablet. It looks like it's just magnetic, so if you guys have like a case or anything, it should help a lot. But yeah, on the back of the tablet, you just place this entirely huge cooling fan, and from there, it literally should cool your tablet just like that. Okay, so to actually use this cooling fan, you either put the magnetic strip, which is this thing right over here inside of like the tablet's case, or actually place it on the cooling fan and then rip the adhesive off to actually stick it directly onto your device. But me personally, I'm gonna be using this double-sided tape since it's actually a lot more stronger and it actually won't rip off anything from this tablet. And that's how I'm gonna actually place the cooling fan inside of the tablet. You guys can also see the cooling fan is really, really big, so it should have some weight to it. So you're gonna have to need like huge, strong tape to actually make this thing stay. But let's go ahead and place it onto the tablet now. Press down, I guess, and there you go. You guys can see we have the tablet installed with the cooling fan. And then from there, you guys can see we're literally gonna be using this thing to cool down the tablet. At this point, the tablet doesn't even look like a freaking tablet anymore. But yeah, now that I have this huge cooling fan behind the tablet, I did plug it in with USB Type-C through the tablet, and over here, we're gonna go ahead and just plug it into some power source so that the cooling fan could actually get some power to cool down the tablet. But yeah, the weight of this tablet is definitely not that heavy. I mean, you guys can see the cooling fan is just huge on the tablet, but the weight is not that heavy. And the last thing I have for this gaming tablet setup is these mobile joysticks. So even though I have a controller grip for the gaming tablet, I don't actually have anything to move around using the tablet. So we have these super simple mobile joystick type of thing, which just go ahead and stick right onto the tablet screen. The Fortnite's movement is usually on the bottom left, and all I gotta do is just place it right over there where the movement is. From there, this thing just helps with like moving around in Fortnite. This is really, really good. But yeah, here it is. We have the full gaming tablet setup. This thing doesn't even feel like a tablet anymore. It feels like an insane like gaming handheld, which is definitely really, really cool. Okay, so now I have the cooling fan plugged in as well. You guys can see from the temperature of this cooling fan, in the back, it actually shows it's at 60 degrees. And I'm pretty sure there's also like a button to turn up the temperatures and stuff. But yeah, definitely feeling this thing. There is a bunch of cool air coming out that's actually cooling the gaming tablet, which is definitely really good. Like the tablet is not overheating at all. Usually it would overheat just from me turning it on. I'm not sure why, but cooling fan is definitely doing its job. You guys can actually see it's spinning right now. So yeah, definitely really cool. The cooling fan is definitely huge, so it will help a lot. But yeah, here it is. We have the gaming tablet setup. I'm gonna go ahead and load up Fortnite and change all the binds so this controller grip can actually work. Before I do that, let's go ahead and go into the settings. And I actually changed the cooling fan mode to fast cooling, which actually turns the fan speed at its maximum speed, so we can actually cool down this tablet easily. But yeah, let's go ahead and test out this insane gaming tablet setup in Fortnite. This thing is literally like a gaming handheld. It's just super, super fast. And also, every time you load up a game, it will ask if you guys want to auto turn on the fans. Since this is a gaming tablet, let's go ahead and just confirm that. And it basically also like optimizes the game as well. So this is definitely really, really cool. Okay, so this is what Fortnite Mobile is looking like right now. And you guys can also see I do have the mobile frame rate cap at 120 FPS. So, I mean, this gaming tablet is running a pretty fast 120 FPS. And then obviously, since it is also a 165 Hertz refresh rate screen, the game is just running really, really smoothly. But let me first go ahead and change the HUD layout so it actually matches these controller grips. I'm gonna go ahead and place like a fire button. I'm gonna go ahead and change the fire button all the way over here. And then the aim will also be right under it, just so it's really, really easy to actually press all the buttons I need. So yeah, you guys can see as I'm pressing the paddle for like pickaxe, you guys can see it's pickaxing. And when I take out a gun, I can go ahead and aim in. Boom, 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 boom. That is actually really, really cool. But like for the most part, this thing actually feels literally identical to like playing on like controller or something. I'm literally gonna have to practice. That's like the only bad thing with it. Either that or I might go into zero build since it's much easier to actually like aim and stuff. With these controller grips, I mean, this thing literally feels really, really good to play on. Aiming actually feels really, really nice. It's so easy to actually like aim and stuff and move, especially with all these accessories attached. This is actually like a really, really good gaming experience. Since it's also a tablet, the screen is really big, so it's not like a phone. All right, let's go ahead and test out this gaming tablet setup now. Also with this tablet, it isn't even overheating that much anymore. Without the cooling fan, the gaming tablet actually overheats really, really easily, but now that I actually have the cooling fan, it actually isn't even overheating too much. The POI is also kind of big, so the performance might actually drop a little bit, but the game is still running very smoothly, so there should be no problems with that at all. But also with all these accessories for this gaming tablet setup, it definitely feels a lot easier to play, that's for sure. This one right here. Hold up, where's this guy? Bro, this thing isn't an auto? What am I doing? What am I doing? No. 85? 200? I still need to kind of get used to like all the binds and stuff. For the most part, the game still is very, very playable with all these accessories. 45. Jump. Oh. 42. Cracked. 200. You guys can tell all these mobile players aren't even like the best, but I'm not doing too bad just because I have all these accessories and gadgets for this gaming tablet, and also because the tablet is running really, really smoothly still. The only problem is holding this tablet is starting to get a little bit more heavier. It's definitely slowly becoming a little bit more heavier as you're holding it longer, but it's like honestly nothing too bad. The game still is very, very playable. It still feels like playing on like a handheld gaming device. The only problem is I should have got more accessories to actually press on all like the items on my HUD. I still kind of gotta use my fingers to actually get all these stuff, but for like jumping, sprinting, shooting, all that, the controller accessory actually helps a lot with those. And also just feeling this tablet, it isn't even overheating at all. Like this fan is actually helping a lot. The only bad thing is the controller definitely slips a lot. I literally kind of have to like move it a little bit backer just so I can fix it. Same thing with like this Joy-Con thing. It kind of moves pretty easily, but right here. Shoot. Why is my gun not shooting? Okay. Shoot. Cracked. 200. Let's go. Okay, I'm not sure why my gun wasn't shooting. Maybe like the controller was bugging out a little bit. Obviously, if you guys are gonna build like a gaming tablet setup, don't get like too cheap of these peripherals because this thing is actually slipping a decent amount and it's actually pretty annoying to actually keep moving it back. Like definitely get something that actually stays on really, really easily. I think there's someone. Yeah, there's someone right here. Crack. Bro, this guy died to a freaking monster looking thing, bro. Are we dead? Obviously, playing like this is pretty unfair to actual mobile players. You guys can see how bad mobile players really are if you guys go into like pubs or something, but at least this thing actually helps a lot. It actually really helps with like the movement and pressing all the keys at once on mobile. And then at the same time, this gaming tablet runs really, really nicely. So this thing is literally like a handheld gaming PC. Right here. There we go, 200. Honestly, we should just key all these mobile players. Like, they all are like absolute bots, bro. Yeah, what is this? Okay, that's one. That's two. And you're also getting mobile aim assist too. So, I mean, this is just completely unfair. And once you actually get used to it, it's gonna be even more unfair. Right now, I'm just like not used to it at all. Like, it's really hard to play. Where? Oh, crap. Jump. I don't know how I won, but obviously this guy's on mobile, so let's go, bro. I don't even know how I won that. I literally don't know at all, bro. You guys can see I'm literally just slowly getting used to all the binds for this. Obviously it does help, but it still takes kind of like a decent amount of time to actually still get used to. 38, 68, 99, 200, let's go. I mean, yeah, you guys can tell, freaking mobile players are just like not real people. They're literally not real. And then plus I'm literally making this thing a PC gaming experience. So kind of like if you're on console playing against mobile players. That's literally how it is. Aim assist. Holy aim assist. Oh my. I mean, this definitely should be pretty good. There's no, there. I thought there was freaking water. All right, bro. Let's go, bro. GG's, man.